This is for my dad. Dad, I thought I'd give you a little video clip of our property. I know you said you wanted some pictures and you enjoyed the pictures you've seen in the past. So I thought I'd just give you a little video thing to show you what we've been doing, show you the property. This is like the front of the house here. This is a spot where we've been working, putting in these emeralds and a bunch of deer resistant stuff. Because of course we have a problem with deer. You know, we're just kind of so close to woodsy areas. Beyond those trees over there is like the woods. That's the eastern side, or actually the southern side of our property. And hopefully you'll see this in the sunlight. All I'm seeing is my face in the screen right now. So let's see, I'll take you down here and show you the Coliseum garden, even though it really isn't that much right now because we have springtime bulbs in there, and they were really pretty. I think you saw some of those on Facebook. I posted a bunch of them earlier. So this is really pretty, of course, when it's in season. Spring is beautiful. And let's see. So this is the property looking north. And this is another little thing we worked on. This spot up here is our little landscaping project. We had a little spot where we just didn't really want to keep on mowing it because it was just sort of, I don't know, just like this little dingy little thing. It just didn't amount to anything, so we decided to go ahead and cover it all in, dig it all out, dig the dirt down a little bit so we have a little bit of a spacer in here with these rows of Sharon that are across the front of it, and then put the wood chips down. We got a bunch of them free from the town. They came up with a whole bunch of them, and then I had some that I had from our wood projects that we did down at the house. I took 3 spruce trees down, and then we wood chipped all those branches that were left over, and so I used that, and then what the town gave us to cover this, and of course the landscape fabric underneath it. This wall here was a project I did, I don't know, I guess a couple years ago now. Finally finished it, and I think you have seen this because it was different. The driveway used to come in just from this section here and would come in, and then it stopped right there. But then we decided to go ahead and make this a complete loop, and so we rented a bulldozer and all that, and actually did it myself, and we bulldozed this whole thing out, and so now we have a U-shaped thing, and so we can come in and out. Hey, there's Lucy. Hey, Luce, say hello to Dad. That's Grandpa to you. What are you doing? You find a chipmunk? Did you find a chipmunk? This is our little girl. We just love her. We love her to death. She's just such a cutie, and she's got a lot of energy. Oh my gosh, this girl can run and run all day. We go up on the Finger Lakes trails, and she just keeps on running. Okay, so let's see. This is the garage here, the front of it. Garage that we don't really like that much. The guy that did it really just didn't do that good of a job. It leaks. It functions. It works. It's a 2-car garage. We fit a lot of stuff in it. Okay, so let's see, where was that? I was showing you the entrance here. Well, that's the other entrance. And so this whole thing is just one complete loop now, and it comes down around. Don't look at that truck. The truck is a piece of crap. 2001. It started to fall apart. The bed is all rusted out. Here I am showing you. Yeah, okay, it looks like a piece of crap, and I'm showing it to you. That's just all rusted out now. I think we're just going to use it for a snow truck, for plowing, because we got to plow the properties. Let's see. So we look down here, and all I'm seeing is a reflection of my head, my face. It's kind of hard to see with the sunlight and everything, but maybe you'll see the frontage here. We did all the stuff. We put in all these spruce trees, and then down farther we put in some lilacs. I transplanted a bunch of these lilacs from up here because we had these 2 lilacs that were on the property, and they have been pretty good. We got a purple one and a white one. I've been just taking the saplings and transferring them in the in the fall down to spaces down there, and then these up here, these ones up here I'll take you up into this little spot we did. So we did all these. I put these in. These are in like probably a couple years ago. I got to take this bush here out. That big bush has got to go. And that's our. You saw the earth berm house, I'm sure. Our friends Stoff and Sean, they built the earth berm house. And that's pretty cool. When they're not around, they got it all finished now. Well, the inside, but they still got to do land. But see, this is going to be our little courtyard area where we're going to kind of do some more of this stuff, where we got the landscape projects, the landscape wood in here, and we're making the circles. The squares are pretty easy to make, but I thought what I'd do is make some more circles. So this is like a 9-foot circle here, and I want to put maybe a 7-foot here, and then a 5-foot over there. And then, so this whole area will just be one just little courtyard area, and we'll put some, I got some boulders that are farther down there in the hedgerow that I'm going to drag up and put up here, so we'll have some boulders to stick up here just for a little bit of aesthetics, I guess. And then we got a bench that we'll put up here. And so it'll kind of be just like a little, I don't know, sitting area, walking area. We'll put some flowers in. We're going to put some flowers along the front there in the spring. So we'll do that. So we got lots of little stuff we're doing. So let's see. So this is the property. And again, I can't see crap because all I see is my face and the reflection on the screen here. But I'm assuming you can see it. Well, of course you can see it. So I'll just do like a little scan of the, this is looking east. And there's Lucy again. Oh, Dad, you don't want to see Lucy, forget it. And all those other people out there in TV land, Facebook land. Okay, so this is our property here. Now I'll take you down. I'm going to walk down to, I'll walk down through the property a little bit, and I'll try to be your documentary. I'll try to be your commentator here. Even though you're probably getting tired of hearing my voice, but so got a pretty good. I mean, the house is not it's not one of those big mansion type houses, but we've been doing a lot of work on it, and put that we put the porch on there, and then I got the extension now, and then we got these trees that we've been putting in here. They're starting to get a little bigger. We got the walnuts that we stuck here that are in the front there. Those are starting to get pretty big. And so once they get up there a little bit farther, we'll have some shade for the house, because that's the biggest problem here, is because it's in sunlight. We got the sunlight all day long here. It comes up over here in the east, and then it settles over here, and so all day long we are in the sun, and it really does make it hot in there. So our trick is to keep the shades pulled and keep the windows closed, so you don't let any sunlight in, because you get the coolness of the night in with the windows open, and then so that actually works pretty good. So there's a little sock thing we had for the goldfinches that we had a couple years ago, and now for some reason something's changed. We don't seem to get them anymore. I don't know why. We had a bunch of them. We had like probably 20, 25, 30 of them all around the socks and up in the trees. Up in this tree, flying around, but now we just don't get them anymore. We don't know what happened. We're not sure what's going on there, but nothing to do with the cat or anything. The cats don't really do anything. Lucy maybe, but I doubt that'd be enough to discourage them. Really don't even see them that much. Here's a little tree that Sue always made fun of me because it was a dinky little thing. Never really amounted to much, but now it's starting to take off. I think it's a poplar. I'm not positive though. It's one of those, maybe someone out there in Facebook land will know what it is. But and then this one we were kind of wondering what it was, because it just has these berries on it. I don't know if it was elderberry or what, but it was just a couple of saplings that I grabbed from the hedgerow over here, just to transplant and have some trees here in the property. And I put 3 of them here together, and they got these little tiny berries. And for some reason we got all different colors. We got all different shades of red. There's like a light red and a dark red and then a purple. But I think these are all the same tree. But anyways, this is a bunch of work we've been doing on the property. The extension on the shed there, or not the shed, the porch. We put that extension on, and then that exit here to the backyard. or the front yard. I mean, I always mix up the back and the front. I don't know why. So this adds a little bit of a, you know, moving around and stuff. Okay, so that's so now we're looking west, and these are our Crimson King that we put in a few years ago. Put these two in, and those two down there, and then well, let's see. I do like a panoramic thing again. I don't know how steady that is, when you're looking at it, can't really keep the camera too steady. But so I'm going to walk down here and show you the tree that you gave us, and this is our orchard. You remember I was telling you we have an orchard and we've got a bunch of trees in it, and I use that galvanized wire, that guy wire. I think I got that guy wire from you, Dad. When you cleared out a bunch of stuff and made your move down south, that was one of the things that you had, so I made some use out of it. So instead of just an all fence thing, you know, it looks more like a stable, I guess, but eventually you'll see the trees in there. But here we are with your tree. See, it's doing pretty good. I planted a bunch of stuff in there with it, so I put some fertilizer in there to help it grow a little better. So that's doing pretty good. So that's the one that you gave us, and then we had ones that we planted, cherry trees that we planted in here, and I'll try to show you these if I can see it in the monitor. So let's see, that's one right there. Yeah, that's one right there, and that one over there, and that one right there. So these aren't doing that well. Oops, sorry about that. They're all right, but it seems like, I don't know, must be the variety or something. So anyways, okay, so now this is a continuation here of a video. I'm not going to even bother pausing it or anything. You're getting straight. There's no cuts. We're not splicing anything in. I'm not doing any fancy special effects. No CG. What do they call it? Computer generated effects. No CGI in here. So it's a pile of dirt that I had left over. There was a whole bunch of dirt from the project up here at the courtyard when I took out all that dirt, and I took the rocks and just put them in the hedgerow down there. But I had all this dirt, and I was using it for different things around our property. Then I took a bunch down to the property at 7 Mill Street to fill in, and then I still had more left over, so I just decided to pile them up right here, use it in future years. So these are our gardens. This was the pumpkin patch. Now it's kind of become more of a tomato patch, because like I said, we had all these volunteers that came up, and so we figured, well, the other seeds didn't germinate, but at least we have tomato plants. So there was a ton of tomatoes in here, as you can tell. Just, we don't even want them anymore, so the ones that are left are just kind of going to go back in the ground for fertilizer. But we had a bunch of pumpkins. I took a bunch of the pumpkins already up to the house, and we're getting ready to carve them and cut them. We're going to have the seeds. And then over here is the garden. Here's our back shed that we built to put the lawnmower in and other implements for the yard. And this is the garden. So the garden, I don't know, for some reason didn't do as well this year. A lot of stuff that we planted, the seeds that I planted didn't germinate, so I don't know. And, you know, there's only so much you can do, and I guess I kind of just focused on the tomatoes this year. We froze 10 gallons of spaghetti sauce that we made. Okay, so now we're going to walk down. So now you have perspective here. You can see all the way around again. I'll show you where we're at. Give you kind of an idea where we are on the property. I guess this helps maybe to. So now we're back to looking north. That's north. That's west. East, of course, because the sun's over there, and south. And so we're going to walk south and take you down to where we have all these trails we walk on with Lucy. Lucy really enjoys it. And I take my coffee down here. I make a cappuccino in the morning. And, I go walking with her. We hang out down here. She's always around someplace. Where you at, Luz? Come on, Lucy Lou. So I got all these, have a ton of these apple trees these just indigenous things. Sue thinks they might have been planted by the people who used to own the property, but I'm going to go and trim them back this year as soon as all the leaves drop, and see if we can have more apples next year, because we got quite a few of these trees on the property. And I thought, because we had the one tree over here that did really well. Well, I wouldn't say really well, but I think because it only had a few major branches on it, it wasn't all expending all of its energy trying to push branches out. So this is kind of like the entrance to our trails. And then, but see, this apple tree here did pretty well. So I got the two ladders up, and I've been picking apples, and we got more apples than we know what to do with. So I made a lot of applesauce and apple